Alright. We should be synced. Roger? 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 Put that down, Roger. Roger? Don't put that in your mouth. What are you doing? Roger? Roger? Roger. Oh man, shoot, what season was that? That was, oh man, dude, that was, season 9? Was that season 9 of RVB? I think so. I think it was season 9. I'm pretty sure. I think I'm remembering that right. Hello, 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 my wonderful audience. Welcome to another episode of Halo Machinima Unscripted. I'm your host, Valentine, and it's been a bit since I've done one of these. Getting sick sucks, and so just trying to recover. But I'm back. I was gonna record something like 2 days ago, but I lost my voice, so it was kind of hard to record something with no voice. Otherwise you just get a whole bunch of like head bobbing with no context, and nobody wants that. That's too open to interpretation, you know what I mean? So anyhow, I just spent some time, get a little better, played some Overwatch. I'm not the greatest, really. I recently started picking up tank. I'm more of a DPS player. I'm a Widow main. Yeah, I know. But I like the snipes. And the long hair. I like the long hair. Anyhow, no, seriously, she's really fun to play. I picked up Ramatra. I've always liked Ramatra. I like the staff thing, and then I go fisty, and then I play somewhat kind of aggressively, maybe a little too aggressive, because I'm constantly I go fisty fist, and I just want to punch all the supports and their DPS. That's kind of your role as a tank, is to create space, and then like you're also kind of like a bigger DPS player. In a way you are, but that's just what you're supposed to do. I'm not the greatest at execution. I need to work on some of my judgment calls. But man, dude, when I start going in, like, it's just, you gotta stop me, because I will not stop until everything on the screen is dead. I get that glorious team kill. Anyways. Pardon. Man. I'm debating on whether or not I should probably leave those coughs out or not, but it creates a sense of authenticity to, yes, that I'm coughing in your ear. That's weird, right? That's weird. Nobody wants that, right? No, nobody wants that. I mean, I'm sure some people don't want that. They're like, oh, what are you doing, man? Like, don't cough in my ear. Like, you creep. Ugh. Anyhow. yeah, so, Yeah, I'm still a little kind of frazzled too. Anyway, I did want to touch on another little update. I put out a series, a little short series. I'm just calling it Reach. And yeah, they're just like little short skits because I wanted to get some machinima practice. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold back as many like coughs so I don't cough in your ear. My brain is so frazzled right now. I probably really shouldn't be doing this, but you know what? I gotta do it. The show must go on, as they say. Anyways, yes, Reach. That's just the show name I'm calling it. It's a little short series. I've already got 2 episodes going on that are up there on YouTube. If you're interested, go check them out. I'm trying to learn, trying to get better at all of this stuff to then lead into... what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lead into my main series that I have been crafting and cooking for a while, but there are some other things that need to happen first before I can make that series a reality. And part of it is machinima practice and seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, seeing what the limitations are. I might be able to find some body actors. I'm not too worried about voice actors, although I wouldn't be opposed to a voice actor. I suppose it would be a good time to just kind of open up the floor to any kind of an open invitation if you're interested in just doing just a bit of a passion project, or you know somebody that would be interested in a passion project, because that's what this is. It's a passion project. It's not an obligation or anything like that. It's completely voluntary. So, if you know anybody, leave a comment, hit me up, and we'll see what we can do here. I don't need a lot of people, but yeah. So mostly body actors, and if you want to voice act, let me know. I'm not asking for voice actors. The voices that I'm using in the main series is voiced by yours truly. That's right. The male, the female, all of them voiced by me. I have, I don't know, maybe it's like a hidden talent to be able to, like, I don't know, play different characters? I don't know, man. Anyhow, we're on our journey watching Lone Wolves. Let me quickly, pull that up here on the screen. Okay, so now that we have that, pulled up and whatever. Yeah, so Lone Wolves, I believe this is episode 10. I remember a good portion of it. It's been a little bit since I've seen this. There are 12 episodes. This one's a little bit longer. This one I think is 7 minutes. Yes, 7 minutes. So we're only going to do one today. Only one. I've got some other things that I need to attend to after this recording. So without further ado, let's get into this, shall we? Nice. Nemesis.
There's a lot of troops here, Reynolds. You sure we can break in?
I'm positive.
Where do we need to go?
Okay, well, if you were able to break in the first time, then you should be able to break in this time, because why would this be any different? I saw your plan last time, and it was horrible. It was horrible. It was a horrible plan. Because it wasn't... You know what it is? It wasn't believable. That's the thing. It wasn't a believable plan. shoot these guys. Oh, there's a whole entire force here. Huh. Okay. Sure. Why not? Ugh. It's like this opposing anonymous force here that you're going up against. Has rocks for brains, man. The robots. Actually, no, I think there may be worse than robots. The robots in beta. That's what it is. Beta. They're bad robots. Not bad as in, I mean, they are bad as in bad, but they're also bad as in, like, performance. They're terrible. I don't know how I got on this robot conversation, but they're terrible.
Well, that's the problem. We can go through the main gate right here and try and fight off all the troops, or we can make a run for the side entrance over there.
Nah, just go to the front. Fight all the main troops. Just do that. That sounds like a good idea. Just shoot them all down. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Just saying. If past experience with watching you guys work has told me anything, it's that going through the main gate is no real threat and you can shoot everybody.
I like the side entrance better.
Only problem is I can't seem to get a visual of the troops over there.
Either way, I'm still under the impression that she's the traitor. If somehow that medic guy was the traitor, I will be actually really, really disappointed. This better be like, bro, she's the traitor the whole time. They were wrong. Oh my goodness. Like, there's gotta be some, like, shock value. But then again, it also won't surprise me. It won't surprise me in the bit because I don't know. I'm not that hard to please. I'll be honest. I mean, men are really simple creatures, okay? We're really not that hard to please. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Take it how you will.
For all we know, there could be a tank waiting for us.
So...
Oh no, an ominous tank. Oh no. Better work out for them tanks. Huh. Huh. They can't hit anybody? Oh. Better watch out for that tank. I don't know. Nah, I'm just pulling string. Alright, let's go.
One of us distracted them?
Oh, wow, what a brilliant plan. What a brilliant plan. I love this idea. Good job. I like this idea. Yeah, a distraction. Like, I don't know, maybe the first time I suggested maybe doing a distraction. Actually, I suggested 2 distractions, but go on.
Can't be serious.
I am. Right now, we have no way...
Oh, my goodness, how could I forget? I'm sorry. Boom. I had to make sure to turn on, the captions. Because they like to play copyright music.
...of getting in without running into a few troops. The only way to pull the focus away from us is to create a diversion.
There's gotta be another way. You sure you can't spot anything over there?
What are you bloody talking about? You know, honestly, I'm so... where was the build-up for this? You know what I mean? Like, where was the build-up? I don't get it.
Positive. You know, a diversion doesn't seem like such a bad idea.
We can't risk another loss. There has to be another way.
Excuse me. Give me a second. Another loss, huh? Need I remind you, it's your fault. You lost someone. Actually, in my book, you lost 2 people. Does anybody remember Pretty in Pink?
Who are you?
My name is Patricia Franklin. I can help you find Anderson.
Yeah. Yeah, you lost Pretty in Pink. And then you shot your medic because then you assumed he was the traitor. But there was like no believable evidence. It was just, oh, he's the traitor. Shoot him in the face. And then like that was it. This makes, oh my goodness.
Hey.
Shit! What blew our cover? Oh no.
Well, he literally walked out on a diversion. He just AWOL'd like a pleb. You guys are supposed to be working together. What the flip, bro? He just walked off like a pleb. We'll put on cover. I don't know. He's creating a diversion. He'd take matters into his own hands. I'm the man! Ay. This is the best the freedom fighters have? There's no logic to this. What?
Oh.
Bro, he's 1v like 5ing. Or 3ing. Or many of them. I don't know. He's like 1v versing the whole thing.
Let's make a run for it.
Guy's a Giga Chad.
Hudson.
Dang it, Hudson. Dang it. Come on, emotion. Give it that pizzazz. You know what I mean? You can't be afraid to give it some pizzazz. Don't just read lines like a robot. Just pizzazz. Okay, I'm getting too carried away with this. Alright, let's go. So then they proceed to then shoot. You guys might as well just busted through the front gate. I don't know. Like, seriously, this was the whole idea the entire time. Like, nothing went wrong until things started opening fire. Like, This don't make no sense. Oh no, you better watch out for that tank. That tank's around that corner. Yep, gonna have to mute this, I'm sure. I can already tell. There goes the ominous tank. Spin ya! She just doesn't care. Why would he just say that? Everyone's firing and some dude's like, hold it! Right there! You in the face! Don't move! And then she just like, punches. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you slapped that grenade on there. Explosions. Did you see that guy just shoot the ground? Can we get an instant replay on that, please? Hang on. Hang on. Can we get an instant replay on that? Look at this guy. Watch this. Look at him! Oh my goodness! This is what you're up against? Soldiers that shoot the ground. Oh my goodness! shot dirt. What the flip, bro? It's just, I'm sorry. This is what takes away from like it feeling like a real threat. You know, you got examples like this. Part of writing a good machinima, in my book, is you gotta make it. The visual storytelling has to. It has to be believable. You got scenes like this where the dude is literally shooting the dirt. He's shooting the ground. Oh yeah, I'm gonna charge at them. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bloody shoot at the dirt. Because I'm a trained mercenary or something like that. I'm a trained mercenary and I'm gonna shoot the dirt. I shoot dirt. I shoot dirt for a living. Yeah, I shoot dirt for the living. Sorry, I got carried away with that. I kind of broke out into a little bit of a song there about dirt and shooting dirt. Shooting dirt. Dirt bullets. Bullet dirts. Nah, dirt bullets. Yeah. Them dirty, dirty bullets. Just making holes in the dirt. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let that one cook a little bit, maybe. You know, that I don't know. Anyway, that to me just is silly. The guy straight up just shot the dirt. Wow. This, that's not even stormtrooper aim, that's just dumb. That needed like a retake. I'm just saying that needed a retake. You got a guy shooting the dirt. How am I supposed to suspect and believe that you are up against an opposing threat if you got dudes shooting the dirt? Bro. Headshot. Okay, I mentioned something earlier in one of my other videos about suppressive fire weapons. Using single shot weapons is not a good suppressive fire tool. Guys just shooting into open space. You know, I think maybe I'll give them a benefit of the doubt for this one because, you know, they're trying to emphasize like a fight. And so it's kind of hard to. Maybe it's like a visual thing, you know, like, because if you got a chain gun, no, aren't there Covenant chain guns in Halo 4? I can't remember. Is that a thing in Halo 4? Is that a thing? Like you can set up like a Covenant chain gun, like the turret? Not the, not the floating turret things that like spin around and stuff, like the actual like grounded turrets that you can like detach off the tripod stand. Yeah, there is. I'm remembering. Yeah, it's a big blue thing that looks weird. Yeah, they literally do have that. So why wouldn't you just use that instead? At least that would be more like, you know, I don't know. It was just to make more sense. I don't know. What is she doing? She's just like... I've got this. Boy. I still think she's a traitor. Oh my goodness, not again. Not again. Please, not this again. Ah! I'm hit. I'm down. I walked out. I took a shot. In the gut. Hey, Captain. I need your healing thingy again. Please. Alright, here we go. Plot MacGuffin. No. break her shields. You see that? She took that hit like a champ. There you go. Now that's a suppressive fire weapon. And then he dies, but you know. Of course, he was aiming in one spot. Not good enough. You were not distracting the enemy good enough. Because they still had to fight through, like, a dirt guy and, like, 8 other dudes. I really wasn't keeping track. That was just kind of a guess. A little late on that, don't you think? Attention! Be on the lookout for armed hostiles. Hey, look at that! It's a thing. It's a turret thing. That's not the turret thing I'm talking about, but that would make a better suppressive weapon. Hey, dude in the green. Yo, what's up, bro? Rocking that needle, yeah! Classic. This thing right here, beauty of a weapon. Like, when I played Halo 1, dude, this was my go-to weapon. The needle. Reliable. Pink. The pink mist of death. It would track everybody and blow everything up. And every plasma grenade in the immediate vicinity would also blow up. This thing rocks. Okay? Classic. Dude. And then even in like, oh bro, dual wielding these things in Halo 2? Oh, unstoppable. Like there's no reason to pick up anything else. You pick up 2 of these things, everything is so totally screwed. 100%. And then they took it away from Halo 3. Halo 3, good game, and ODST for that matter. Because you can dual wield in both of those titles. But they were like, nah, dual wielding needles is too strong. It's too strong. Yes, the power fantasy of dual wielding needles. Hey, guess what? I call this pretty in pink. Yeah, pretty in pink. All right. That was a terrible, like, yelling. I was like, see, I didn't feel like straining my throat. I gotta, you know what? May I go for a take 2? Can I go for a take 2? Alright, take 2, hang on. I might regret this. Alright, is that better? Better? Yeah! Alright, let me put my little... Yeah, dude, that was cool. That was real cool. Alright, cool. Alright, we're moving on. Sorry, I got distracted by the, one of the best weapons in the game. Ooh. Right in the back of the, the leg, dude. That sucks. And he down.
Come on.
Handoff.
Welcome, Captain Reynolds. We've been expecting you.
It was you. All along. But why?
I couldn't bear to be on the losing side.
It was him. Really? It wasn't the lady? It would have been more impactful if it was the lady. You know, I did suspect him in the beginning because they were like really awkwardly panning shots and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay.
Covenant is strong, unified. Unity will never...
Covenant is not unified. Do you know what it takes for the Covenant just to be unified? A lot. And even in the Covenant, there's still divisions. I'm sorry, do y'all not remember Halo 2? Let's see if I can remember this. Politics. How tiresome. Do you know, Arbiter, the elites have threatened to resign over this exchange of hats. We have always been your protectors. These are trying times for all of us. Alright, that wasn't a one-for-one. I haven't played Halo 2 in a long time. But, you know, hey, you know what? I'm working from memory here, okay? It went something like that. But, I mean, come on, like, the elites were like, nah, man, we're out. We're out. We done. We done-ski. Yeah, and then didn't they have the thing with the Grunt Rebellions, too? And then, the taming of the hunters. Like, nah, dude.
be that.
Do you really trust them? Any more than you trust me?
I have to.
To have all your hopes crushed so purely.
So purely. More like so expectingly. It's like it was predictable. It was like, you know, yeah, it was built up for this very moment. This was the build-up. We already knew this was going to happen. There was no surprise. It was just, I said it in one of the earlier episodes. It's watching to see how the pieces fall into place. We already know they're going to fall into place. That was well established in the beginning. But this is just, you know,
It's painful to watch, but pleasing for me. Fields, detain this traitor.
You too? But I actually trusted you.
Don't beat yourself up, Captain.
Hey! Okay, there you go. I forgot her name was Fields. I'm not gonna lie. There you go. Alright, so they were both traitors. Well, I did say one or two, right? I did say one or two. They all three could have been in cahoots, to be honest with you, but you could tell. I knew from the beginning. She was one of them. If not the only one. Like, I'm serious. I called it from the beginning. I straight up called it. Observation skills are at an all-time high. Not really. I don't have... I mean, I have some good observational skills. Sometimes. Not all the time. Anyways. Look. Predictable. That's all I'm gonna say. This was predictable.
We're doing this to save humanity.
What? How?
You don't see the full potential of my plan, do you? The human race has weakened. Become overly concerned with problems that don't pertain to it. We need to eliminate the weak, so that the strong can rise.
Oh, the classic. The strong must rise and eliminate the weak. It's a terrible philosophy, by the way. Terrible, terrible philosophy.
And you think the Covenant is actually going to let you sit on the throne of mankind? They'll wipe you out just as fast as the rest of us.
Get this filth out of my sight. You two, follow me.
He said YouTube. He doesn't say YouTube. That subtitle's wrong. He said YouTube, not YouTube. And then he said follow me. It's not YouTube Bob. What is up with these captions, bro? What is up with these?
Why don't we just kill him, sir?
I admire your persistence, Fields. But not yet. We need to recover that new equipment on him. Not to mention we need details on the whereabouts of Commander Wells. He holds the key to ending this civil war.
Oh no. He's been knocked
What
up.
do you plan to do with him?
Nothing horrendous. We'll keep him locked.
He said nothing horrendous. I don't know if I have to mute that part or not. Just bear with me.
Up. Question him. Maybe torture him a bit.
What if he resists? He's a loyal soldier, that's for sure.
Don't worry about his loyalty. We'll break that. As well as his spirit. Hudson, I have to thank you for your loyalty. Even in times of great struggle, you proved your worth.
Thank you, sir.
As for you, I'm impressed. Never have I seen someone act so coldly toward a former ally. You've definitely proven yourself. A promotion will be coming your way. Now, let's get your friend to talk.
And that's it. Alright, well, I don't really know where to really leave this off of. I would think this Machinima production is... I'd say mid. I'd say it's mid. It's not the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. There are... there are much worse Machinimas. I'd say this is, this is pretty average. I don't... Let me maybe always say something that I don't want to harp on these too much. Because, quite frankly, these are all passion projects. And it would be hypocritical for me to sit there and tear apart a Machinima. There's a biblical context to this. Not the Machinima itself, but it's judge not, lest you be judged. You know what that means? It means, well, okay, there's more to that than that line. People just like to highlight just that particular portion of it. But during that particular teaching, Jesus talks about how if you judge someone hypocritically, the measure you use to judge that person will be measured to you. If you're going to judge someone, you need to judge someone in right standing. So, that means, the classic example of, hey, if you're an alcoholic, or if you're a smoker, and you as an alcoholic or smoker say, hey kids, don't smoke, don't drink alcohol, but then you yourself turn around and do the same thing, it's kind of hypocritical. So wait, why are you telling me I shouldn't do that when I'm seeing you do the very thing you're telling me not to do? So, with that kind of premise in mind, I don't want to harp on these because I don't think I can produce Machinima, Machinima of the Year or anything like that. I don't think so. I'm not trying for that. You know, these are passion projects. So that's why I don't really want to harp on these too much. In fact, I'd rather just take the time to just appreciate the work that's put behind it, because that's a lot of work. You got voice acting, you got game sessions, you got recording, you got body acting, you got sound design, track usage, editing. It's a lot. Even for a 7-minute production like this, it's a lot of work. And especially for working with other people, like, that's a lot of collaboration too. So, like, I want to give credit where credit is due. And that means, you know, that's why, a friendly reminder, once again, the video you just saw and their channel will be both linked in the description below. Go check them out if you liked what you saw. They have plenty more on the channel. They have lots more. It's not just this series. If I'm not mistaken, I think most of their stuff is built around this particular universe that they have. But, and I mean, it's not like a super small channel either. You know, it's got a substantial following. So, you know, people enjoy it. People enjoy it. If there's anything that I've learned about being a part of this community here, is that there's a lot of just positivity, because, well, quite frankly, like, we're all nerds. We all like good storytelling and a little bit of romance and some action and, you know, space warriors doing all kinds of cool stuff. We're nerds. And maybe for some of us, hopeless romantics. I won't cry about it. Anyways. Sorry. Anyways. Yeah. So if you like what you saw, go check them out. I'd say that this viewing is, it's pretty mid. There were some parts that I definitely have to say and uplift that the cinematography, I think the cinematography is probably their best I've seen. Good example of cinematography. Good tight shots, good moving shots, good scene choices. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah. Yeah, okay, well anyways, I'm gonna close this off now. Say hi to your neighbor. Be kind to one another. And remember, Acts 4:12, that there is no other name under heaven by which we must be saved. And with that, I bid you adieu.